Hey everyone! Today, we're tackling a common problem for anglers: how to fix a broken spinning rod tip. Quick and easy. Whether it's snapped during a big catch or just an unlucky drop, I'll show you how to restore its power, flexibility, and performance with a simple DIY method. I've already done this part, but I'll quickly show you how to smooth the broken section. Use fine sandpaper to carefully flatten the jagged edges. This ensures a clean surface for the repair. Next, we'll need a piece of glass fiber rod for reinforcement and a rod guide similar to the original. Remember, quality matters. Use high-grade materials to ensure durability and performance. Now, carefully measure and cut the glass fiber rod to the exact length needed. You want just enough to fit snugly into the hollow of the broken tip. Insert it through the bottom hole of the rod tip and use pliers to secure it firmly. As I mentioned, secure the glass fiber rod firmly with pliers, but be careful not to force it too much, to avoid damaging the rod or the glass fiber piece. Once the glass fiber piece is in place, it's time to attach the rod guide. Apply a strong adhesive to the rod tip and make sure the guide is perfectly aligned with the others on the rod. Precision is key here. Now, let's add a touch of craftsmanship. Use gray wire or thread to wrap around the base of the rod guide. This not only secures it, but also adds a clean, professional finish. To ensure even tension, we'll adjust the neighboring rod guides as well. This helps balance the rod's flexibility and prevents stress on the newly repaired tip. Now, let's secure the neighboring rod guide with wire. Start by positioning the guide, making sure it's perfectly aligned with the others for smooth casting. Anchor the wire just below the base of the guide, wrapping it tightly around the rod a few times to create a solid foundation. From there, begin wrapping the wire around the guide's base, keeping each wrap tight and evenly spaced. Once you reach the end of the guide's foot, loop the wire under the last few wraps and pull it tight. Trim any excess wire for a clean finish. And here's the result. It looks good already, but trust me, it's going to look even better once we apply the epoxy resin. That final touch will give it a smooth, polished finish while adding extra durability. Now it's time to prepare the epoxy resin. Start by mixing, depending on the product, equal parts or 1/2 of resin and hardener in a small container. Stir thoroughly for a few minutes until the mixture is smooth and consistent. To protect the thread and keep everything in place, apply a generous coat of epoxy resin. Make sure to coat evenly, then place the rod in a rotating mechanism for about 20 hours to let it dry properly. It's time for the moment of truth. Let's take the rod out for a real catch. Look at that action. Smooth, strong, and ready for the next big fight.
A little